No? And he has the height advantage over Philip.
Kaidic, 3 for a 3.
Yes, sir. Rosaldo even too late.
Hello guys, kamusta po kayo and welcome back to my channel. Ang ipapakita kong video sa inyo ngayon is yung pong 1989 PBA Open Conference, laban po ng Presto Ice Cream at saka ng Añejo RUM 65. Panoorin po natin.
Kaidic, 3 points.
You're just in time for our second game tonight, and here's the doctor for the opening rosters.
Presto going off with Kaidic, Joel Santos, Manny Victorino, By Cristobal, and of course Russell for the Añejo squad. Aguilar starting off with Mamaril. Queenan, Mamaril goes for the first 2 points of the ball game together with Gonzalo and Joey Loizaga. So Sonny Jaworski fielding a tall lineup to match up the tall lineup that the Presto Ice Cream makers have.
Here's Victorino, takes his first crack at the hoop. It won't go. And the referees for this ball game, Bayay, Salak, and De Leon.
Victorino was not patient at all in that attempt at the basket. There is Queenan being defended by Joel Santos. Aguilar from the outside, and it falls short. Cristobal with a defensive rebound.
Here comes Cristobal across the timeline. Goes to Russell. Checks the inside, nowhere to go. Starts his dribble, fires. Can't ring the bell, there's a push-off.
There's a push-off called against Joel Santos. Aguilar had better defensive position in that play, going for the defensive rebound.
Joey Loizaga together with Gonzalo in the backcourt. Up front, Aguilar, Mamaril together with Darren Queenan. Gonzalo. Joey off a cut, comes to a halt, holds on to his right eye. Gonzalo all the way through, ran into some obstacles. Cristobal,
2 points for Kaidic,
who has been getting his points off layups, of drive-ins.
Yes, of course, that long shot of his has gone on vacation for a while, but you know, Easter is over and might be back. No? But Alan needs his confidence back from that area. Air ball on the part of Dante Gonzalo. Russell pushing the ball up very quickly.
And a bullet-like pass to Alan Kaidic, who threw off Queenan completely, but didn't get the bucket.
Queenan picking up his first foul of the ball game. Kaidic very sorry that he didn't have a three-point opportunity coming for himself. Huh?
You know, Alan Kaidic was talking to Rafi Hapa of the Manila Standard, and he explained why his rainbow shot has gone sour. Only 1 out of 21 attempts in the first round. Konting practice para sa Ultra. They've been practicing at the Acropolis, but you know, as you said, Andy, can't deny the shooter for long.
Can't get the range at this point. You know, it's like a golfer. You can't get the feel of the putt. And it happens to the best of them. But practice gets it back, you know, and you have to practice. So he gave you the right theory, even for amateur players.
10.5 to play.
Ooh! That was a clear case of backing on the part of Joey. He had put his 2 feet inside, then he went back to his backcourt. But the referees both were not in position to catch that play.
A foul on By Cristobal. Anyway, the score stands at 4-2. Presto in front by 2 points.
Sonny really gambling here because he has no legitimate point guard there on the court. Joey has to improvise together with Dante Gonzalo. No?
Aguilar lobs it inside. A foul has been spotted by referee Ernie De Leon. Cristobal with his second personal foul.
Cristobal is a hard driving defensive player, and he knows he has a tough job to defend against a guy like Joey, who moves well to the basket and can drive, and at the same time have that very quick outside shot.
Joey has been the only Añejo player to net double figures. Queenan from three-point country, no sir.
Awkward in that shot. Russell picks up the ball, really rushes up quickly, comes up with a beautiful bounce pass, but traveling called on Joel Santos.
He really threaded the needle that time. Meanwhile, Cristobal will move out.
And we see Romy Ang seeing action, I think for the first time for Presto. I haven't seen him for a while. A transferee from Shell. No? Romy Ang also match up there against Joey Loizaga.
Only his second game, Andy. Here's Gonzalo. Queenan. Oh, he hung himself into the air.
That's his shot, you know. He doesn't really penetrate straight to the hoop unless there's an open leg. He comes up with a jumper, and Kaidic gets a beautiful pass there from Russell.
And the score is now at 6-4. Meanwhile, another foul has been spotted. Santos will be charged with his second personal. 14 fouls against Presto. Añejo carries just one. 9:29 to play. Opening period. Queenan, top of the circle. Pulls up. Long rebound. Tapped by Aguilar to Queenan. Queenan was in a traffic jam and got a foul in the process.
Might be on Russell.
Foul, Ang.
Oh, Ang. Romy Ang giving up that foul. Already 5 team fouls, and that can really work against the Presto ice cream makers with 9:20 left here in the first quarter.
Joey shakes off Ang. Over the backboard.
Automatic violation in favor of the opponents. Presto enjoying a 2-point lead, 6-4. Oh, what a pass by Russell to Kaidic. I think they've been really practicing that all day. Huh?
Good eye contact between the two. Joey dribble interrupted. Here's Alan Kaidic.
All layups for Alan in this ball game. He has 10 points, all the points of the
Presto ice cream makers. Here's Russell. What a pass!
And Manny Victorino could do no less but score. Russell seems to enjoy playing against this team, you know. Really coming up with a show, and a big 8-point lead now being enjoyed by the Presto ice cream makers.
Joey in three-point land. Inches in closer. Won't go in. Rebound Russell. Big pass.
Kaidic is running. They got to have... See, they're playing with two guards who are not legitimate point guards, and both of them are penetrating, so there's nobody coming back to act as safety for the team.
Joey Loizaga. Ang is all over him. Aguilar looking for the basketball. Can't find it.
Case of over-eagerness on the part of Aguilar. We have Isaac coming into the ballgame for Gonzalgo, and we'll have the first timeout of the ballgame.
Timeout, Añejo RUM 65.
Long shot by the trigger man, who has already 14 points in this first quarter.
Russell playing very well as the point guard, setting up Alan Kaidic with a lot of assist passes here.
Añejo has been silent for 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Kaidic going 6 out of 6 so far in this ball game. There's a blocking foul there called on Joe Santos. That will be the 6th team foul now called against Presto.
Isaac, by the way, is in the ball game for Añejo RUM 65. He pulled out Gonzalgo. Aguilar, top of the key. Into the hands of Joey. Joey can't shoot. 19 on the shot clock. They juggle the basketball.
See, but Isaac is a point guard, and he comes back and saves the day for them. But Mamaril cannot control.
Isaac now telling his teammates,
Come down.
come down, help. Presto is in possession. 16-4 is our tally with 7:27 to go. Here's Russell Dazzle. Foul away from the basketball.
See, that's a good foul given up by Isaac on Kaidic, because it shows him that I'm not just going to let you get away with it. You know, that's only their second team foul. It shows that Kaidic has gotten away with murder moving around the paint there from his previous defensive man. 3-point shot by Kaidic, and it goes.
Kaidic.
Alan Kaidic finally ringing the bell from three-point country. Ending a long, long drought. He's hot. Queenan off the baseline.
So that's about a 2.5-minute silence that was broken by that jumper by Keenan. So you see, people have come down from Baguio, and so has Alan Kaidic, and he's just going to town here.
Oops. Alan Kaidic slightly limp after that last play. Mamaril with the personal, his first 3 team fouls against Añejo RUM 65. As Alan Kaidic shoots the pair of charities, here's question number 2 in Watch for Cash with Pop Cola. Here's the question, write it down. Who wears number 4 for Añejo RUM 65? Who wears uniform number 4 for Añejo? Don't forget to answer both questions and write the date of the questions outside the envelope.
15-point lead being enjoyed by Presto. 6:53 left here in this first quarter. A good start here, led by Kaidic for Presto. Queenan trying to get the baseline and gets a good shot off the glass.
And he has 6 points in this contest, which has a score of 21-8. Presto in front. Russell doing an excellent job orchestrating the offense. Kaidic with a dance and a second personal foul on Isaac.
Well, Isaac knows he has a tough job. Kaidic has gotten going. We're going to have Abby King coming into the ball game for probably Joel Santos. Yes. Put some defense there on the driving Keenan. And look at the strategy, because Keenan has to guard Russell. Keenan has been forced to play on the outside as a defensive man and not be able to help and come up with his shot blocks. No? He's playing on the outside there defensively.
Alan Kaidic threw it up and scored. Happy birthday!
Yes, the way he's doing it, he just no-look shot by Alan Kaidic, who's going 8 out of 8, including a 3-point shot, and all 4 free throws have gone in.
Red hot game by the trigger man. Here's Aguilar. Spots, banks it, won't go.
Too soft.
Lead pass to Manny V. Blocked away by Isaac. Aguilar will hit the bench.
Ramon Cordillera coming into the ball game to replace Aguilar. His matchup against Abby King here.
Ice cream makers with a baseline inbound. Russell telling Manny Victorino, go low, and a knee foul against Mamaril.
Foul, Mamaril.
Second personal foul, 5th Añejo team foul. 6 minutes to go.
Since Russell is playing on the outside, I wonder if Sonny will make the adjustments of putting somebody else on him instead of Keenan, because Keenan here, forced to play on the outside. He is not a good defensive man on the outside. He wants to help out. They have to switch off now.
Joey picking him up, but Russell broke free.
And that's going to be a foul on Manny Victorino.
Foul, Victorino.
The first personal foul on Manny Victorino, but that's Presto's 7th team foul.
Pressure defense there by Ang against Joey Loizaga. Hamon comes out to help.
Here's Isaac, back to Harmon. Ang is in front of him. Joey, Harmon, no hesitation, no conversion.
And no second chances.
None at all. Manny Victorino, big steps by the big man. Queenan with a rejection.
See, I see that Queenan is not a good defensive man one-on-one, but he just is a good helping defense because he really gets high up into the air, no?
He goes baseline.
And he's going to be fouled there by Abe King.
First personal foul
King.
by Abe King. Watch it again.
There, King got him on the arm, clipped him there. 2 free throws here for Queenan, who's got 6 of the 8 points of the Añejo squad. 5:15 left in the first quarter.
He has averaged 45.7 points in the 3 games that he has played so far.
And 22 rebounds, so a lot of reliance on this import, who's only about 6'2.5".
13-point lead enjoyed by Presto with time down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Here's Russell. Good slide in by Ramiang.
Just perfect assist passes here by Russell.
15-point advantage enjoyed by Añejo, or rather by Presto. Queenan trying to zigzag through. King with a rebound. Queenan unloads it. Alan Kaidic. They still got it.
It's all fast break plays here for the Presto ice cream makers, like round robin at this point, and Sonny knows that he cannot wait very long. It's a 17-point lead being enjoyed by Presto.
And it's a full court round robin. And here it comes again. Alan Kaidic already with 22, or rather 23 points.
23 of the 29 points of the team. And the record, I think, for 1 quarter has been established by Atoy Ko of 25 points in 1 quarter so far in the PBA. And Alan is very close to that.
And with still 4 minutes to go. Russell. Ang. Looking for the basketball. Who's got it? It's Mamaril. Isaac looking left, looking right. Drops it to Harmon. And Russell, football tackle in the air. And in a very sportsmanlike gesture, picks up Harmon Cordillera. And a foul on Russell.
Loizaga. Mamaril.
Joey Loizaga and Mamaril move out. The Big J and the Scholar are in. Don't don't forget, KP, the official basketball shoes of the PBA.
Hamon Cotinera making his first point of the ball game from the 15-foot line.
Harmon has averaged 7 points for Añejo in 28 minutes of play, as well as 4 rebounds.
Presto looking for solo second place in this ball game tonight. And Añejo trying to tie up with Alaska and the Pure Foods hot dogs, who are just above the cellar a little bit.
Earlier tonight, Alaska winning 131 to 129 over the Pure Foods hot dogs. Wait a minute, says referee Ernie De Leon. A foul on Harmon Cotinera. His first personal, Añejo's 16th foul. Presto, on the other hand, has 7. Here's Abe King, handing off to Queenan. Holds the ball with one hand. Shakes off Queenan. And a foul spotted by referee Salak. Or rather referee Bayais on the other end.
Foul, Jaworski.
A Jaworski foul, the 17th foul of Añejo.
Warning on Jaworski.
Alan finally missing there from the outside.
A technical has just been issued
Against Philip Cesar, who complained about having the foul called against him for backing off.
that will send a Presto
Foul,
ice cream flavor
Cesar.
specialist to the stripe.
Technical foul, Cesar.
Sonny Jaworski telling the scholar, move away. Alan Kaidic, who has sizzled in this first quarter with 23 points. Of the 29.
Designated gunner immediately at the 15-foot line.
Yes, the guy with the license to shoot. Already above his average of 18.8. Manny Victorino is on the stripe.
16-point lead being enjoyed by the Presto ice cream makers.
Victorino scores it. He has 3 in the ball game. Series of searing fast breaks wherein nobody from Añejo was playing as safety helped erect this advantage enjoyed by Presto.
And a very good shooting percentage, both from the 15-foot line and from the field.
Isaac. Cotinera top of the key. Much better movement now by Añejo.
But they can't get anybody free, you know.
Yes. Cotinera leans in and scores.
Gotta attack Russell a little bit. Russell throwing up this poor pass because Sonny was there to play safety. He wasn't going to give Kaidic the chance.
We're going to move into this timeout.
Timeout, Presto ice cream.
Minyo Mulak enjoying the action. Meanwhile, we have a foul.
Could be on Victorino.
Victorino.
That's his second personal foul. Clipped Queenan there as he went for the jump shot. Queenan has 8 points in the ball game. Añejo trailing by 16 points.
And that was a lead erected quickly.
Quickly, you know.
With surgeon-like precision.
It was like 4-all and all of a sudden it was 12-4, you know.
Yes.
Queenan missing his second free throw. Another charity will be given as a violation of entering too soon.
Victorino.
And quickly, Real Lupit off the bench to replace Manny Victorino. Real Lupit, role player, has played very well his role as a defensive man, as a rebounder.
More trouble.
So nice to have a player that can give you quality minutes off the bench. Of course, he has been pretty consistent in the last few games.
Guy who does his job. Here's Alan Kaidic.
Russell showing a lot of variety shooting. Russell intercepting this but couldn't control it.
Wanted to climb all over his bench. He has 4 points in the ball game so far. 34-18. Presto in front, 2 and 36 remaining. Sideline inbound for the 65ers.
Trying to break Keenan free, but Abe King is there. Isaac, pass to Isaac.
Here comes the break again.
He's not going to shoot that layup over Keenan.
Jaworski trying to keep it alive. Romy Young gets to it, however. Over to Alan Kaidic.
And there, Alan Kaidic has tied the all-time record of Atoy Ko in 1 quarter of 26 points.
Cordillera, strict of possession. Here come the ice cream makers. Russell to Ang. Isaac, guilty of that foul.
You know, at this point, 36 points already for the Presto ice cream makers, only 18 for Añejo, and Romy Ang will go to the 15-foot line.
Third personal foul of Leo Isaac. Romy Ang in only his second performance with his new team.
Missing the first free throw, Gonzalgo has to be sent back. Isaac already picking up 3 fouls, but he had to do that to stop the production of Alan Kaidic, who just completely got away in the first few minutes of this ball game.
Time remaining, 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Like that is already a violation because Russell was not in rebounding position. I was surprised that the referees didn't catch that. He was behind the man, and he almost had even a chance at an offensive rebound.
2 minutes to play. Jaworski, high post to Queenan.
Double team from behind there.
Queenan gets the bucket anyway.
You can see the way the Presto players really play defense. They make it tough for Queenan. They know that the options of Añejo are not a lot at this point.
Here's Russell looking for that open man. He'll take it nonetheless. Rather soft as it approached the hoop. Jaworski pushing it up hard. A foul on the arm. Romy Young, the guilty party.
They are also in the penalty situation. As a matter of fact, they got their first Presto, so that'll mean 2 free throws here for Dante Gonzalgo.
Almost. Didn't get it. 1 minute and 26 to go. We're going to have a change in the lineup. Here comes Cristobal pulling out Romy Young. Gonzalgo has averaged 28 minutes of play, only 9.6 points.
Splitting his charities, there's still a very commanding 15-point lead on a good start here by Presto with 1 minute and 20 left.
Here's Russell. Breaks free.
Ape with a follow-up.
First field goal by the chairman. Cross-court pass, Gonzalgo. Over to Harmon, baseline attempt. Bingo!
Good setup there, good shot there by Harmon.
Harmon already with 6 points in the ballgame, 38-23, under a minute to play.
Russell well in control of this ball game. He sets up the fast break and he sets up the half-court game also very well.
I like the way he has changed the pace of the ballgame to their advantage.
Anytime that he wants to improve it. Oh, another good block there by Queenan, who is the leading shot block artist in this conference with 4.7 average. 8 seconds left in the shot clock here for the Presto team.
Yan kabit.
And then Kaidic is going to be taken out, so he will have no chance at breaking that record of Atoy. And Atoy must be sleeping well in bed right now.
Assistant coach Atoy Ko
Of the Crisper Admanizers. And we have Russell hitting that one from the corner.
Anyway, here's Harmon Cordillera. Final 24 seconds. 5-second differential between shot clock, game clock. Gonzalgo. Marquez ticking close. Harmon hesitates. Drives. Got nothing. 6 seconds to play. Russell uncorks. It bounces out. A second remaining. Queenan, and that ends up in the moon. First quarter comes to an end. We'll be back. Action continues. Second quarter.
67% shooting for Presto compared to 42% for Añejo, and also 13 assists compared to 5, 12 points on the fast break compared to 4. Inside play there and a foul called on Harmon Cordillera climbing over the back of Abe King.
11:49 to play. Here's Russell. Pass intended for Marquez. Play broken up quickly by Gonzalgo. Queenan comes to a halt. Cordillera.
With all the time in the world to shoot that shot. Set it up and shoot it.
He has 8 points in the ball game.
Well, he's been a big help.
40-25. This ball game is not yet over. If the first game is any indication of the way the competition will go.
And your lead is in the first quarter, you know, so that's a lot of time for the other team to set up and come back.
Harmon all day to shoot.
Didn't get a good roll, but they are not challenging offensive boarding in that play. Huh?
Here's Russell. King providing the pick. Russell shoots. 10:53 remaining. Here's Sonny Jaworski. Gonzalgo trying to go through.
A little hard off the glass, but he'll go to the 15-foot line.
Foul, Marquez.
Totoy Marquez with foul number 1. The last encounter between these two teams, which was won by Añejo, which was their only victory, Gonzalgo had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists.
Gonzalgo started off very poorly, allowed Kaidic to keep on getting away with those kind of passes of Russell. Had to sit it out for a while, but he has come off the bench and played very credibly after that.
It's a 40-27 encounter. We're in the second quarter of play.
Complexion has changed when Kaidic has sat down. Huh?
Yes. Presto has yet to score. Harmon. They're going to Harmon.
Philip was not in a position to shoot that shot, even though Queenan got it to him. So he went to Harmon, who responded on the other end. Harmon in double figures already.
6 quick points already by Añejo.
Only an 11-point lead at this point from a high of 17.
Here's Saldi.
Good footing, but Philip comes up with his block. There's a steal by Ria Lubit.
The challenge, Cesar
Makes the basket.
And Cesar landed on the floor. The rookie did not give up on that last play, was not discouraged by that defensive gem by the scholar.
He had a very good pivot move.
65 for delaying the game.
65ers are warned for a delay of game. 42-29, first bucket by Presto in the second period. King aside to Queenan. Near steal, Queenan gets it.
I'll be apologizing to the bench. He almost had a clean steal. Couldn't control it.
Darren with 14 points already, hit 12 in the first period. Here's Russell, goes to Cristobal, shoots. Gonzalgo controlling. Here's Jaworski,
Finds the lane open and a good swipe there by Russell.
something Sonny does so well also. Cristobal moves out and the trigger man returns to the ball game.
Danger in the horizon. Send back Alan.
Send back your shooter. Quick pass and a foul on Russell. Not twice in a row.
Foul, Russell.
2 on Walker Russell, sending Cordillera to the stripe for a pair. So far in double digits.
You know, Añejo has been very lucky in their selection of power forwards. Certainly they had the Rookie of the Year, Dondon Ampalayo, who is a power forward. Ramon Cordillera is also a power forward, a legitimate, you know. He tries to substitute for center, but that's not his game actually, you know. Misses 2 free throws here, but you can see that in the selection of power forwards from the draft, they have been doing well. Oh, that was a bad pass there by Russell. But Philip had his back turned and lost control of the ball.
Big smile across the face of Philip Cesar as he apologized to his playing coach. 19 on the shot clock. Gonzalgo surrounding Kaidic. Pass ending up in Añejo's hands. Here's Queenan on the break. Darren already with 16. Añejo down by just 9. Russell, long shot, won't go. Añejo ball. This is a timeout by Presto. April 13 at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Fire and Ice. That's going to be a great tennis classic. course, no
My
question.
idol. The number one Fila man.
42 to 33. Let's get that right. Añejo on an uprising. They have outscored Presto in this quarter so far, 10 to 2. And a foul, I do believe, on Abe King, his second. Long inbound. Gonzalo. Harmon Cordillera.
An offensive foul is going to be called against Sonny Jaworski, his second personal foul.
Jaworski.
Team foul picture. Añejo has 2. Presto has 3. Adidas is the official outfitter of the PBA. 8:27 to play. Still a 9-point lead enjoyed by Presto. Biggest lead was at 19. Añejo on the attack. Cesar.
That's just experience. He knew the foul was coming and he just threw it up to make sure that he was in the act of
Ria Lubit.
He had no chance at making that shot going at that speed, you know.
The scholar on the line. He was our Jollibee best player when these two teams met the last time.
Philip, missing that first free throw, has had no points in this ball game. Has been relegated really to a role player, and he's trying to fit in with the team, not really pushing himself quickly. No?
Still finding his place in the sun.
Couple of missed charities here, well, one by Philip and 2 by Harmon Cordillera earlier, and the ball game could have been much closer. It's still an 8-point lead being enjoyed by Presto.
Presto's score has been frozen for a long time. Nothing from Alan Kaidic. Trying to keep it alive.
Gotta hold on to the ball before thinking of passing, you know, especially in that kind of a situation.
He was looking away before clinging on to the ball. Under 8 minutes to play. Here's the Big J.
Giving the screen for Queenan, getting the screen again. Queenan now match up against Marquez.
10 on the shot clock. Jaworski from Rainbow Country. Nothing. Harmon inside. Nothing. One more time.
Yes, sir. So they gave 2 offensive rebounds there to Harmon Cordillera, which they were boxing out very well in the first half, and they couldn't do that.
Cordillera with 12. Russell with a 3-point shot. Nothing. Presto just getting one crack, but now they get it back. Gonzalo with a rejection and a foul. Will be Jaworski.
It is on Jaworski.
Foul, Jaworski.
Number 3 on the Big J.
Good block upstairs by Gonzalo.
And here's the rookie on the line, Saudi Rialubit. Marquez will move out and Romiang back in.
You see Victorino waiting in the wings. Obviously, he's going to come in for Ria Lubit, but because he's on the 15-foot line, he cannot replace Ria Lubit at this point.
Second by Saudi hits the target.
Still a 7-point lead being enjoyed by Presto, but their shooting percentage certainly has gone down now in the second quarter.
Jaworski barreling through, no success. Lead pass. Now Añejo knows how to check that play.
Oh, Russell just stepped into that and knew it was coming. And Alan, because he can come back to play defense, has another layup.
We have just rewound the tape of what happened in the first quarter.
28 points now for Alan Kaidic.
45 to 36. We have a foul.
King.
Abe King with another personal, his third.
Ria Lubit.
Rialubit will move out and Manny Victorino reports back in.
That's going to hurt Abe King's defense, picking up 3 fouls at this point. And he has to pick up Queenan. He even tried to steal the ball.
Oh, yes, sir. Queenan uncorks.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of rugged action underneath the basket as they position themselves for rebound plays.
That's so true. Next time they make an attempt and miss it, watch the inside. Ball knocked away.
21 seconds left in the shot clock for Presto.
That's correct. Here's Russell. Manny Victorino. Cesar's long arms tying up Victorino. A foul on Philip. Number 2.
Foul, Cesar.
That's a big problem for Philip because Victorino is a good post-up player. He has strength and he has quickness also, no? And he has the height advantage over Philip.
Kaidic, 3 for a 3.
Yes, sir. Gonzalo a little bit too late coming off that pick that was set up for Alan. And an offensive foul called on Gonzalo. Alan with a good defensive play.
Offensive foul, Gonzalo.
And we're going to segue into this timeout.
Timeout, Añejo RUM 65.
Size of the crowd, clear from the cameras of our director, Ramon Romano. 6 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. It's a 10-point lead by Presto. Into the wrong hands. Here's Jaworski across the timeline. Rifles it to Cesar. Lead has been trimmed down to 8 points. Russell checks the inside. Rifles it over to Victorino. The hook shot, air ball. Armand Cordillera all the way.
That's going to be the third personal foul of Manny Victorino, who tried to take a charge but did not establish position quickly. So 2 big men of Presto with 3 personal fouls apiece. Even though they're leading, that's going to hurt them.
Now here's some very special news from our good friend Joe Cantada. His nephew Gerard went on to win the Jack Newton National Golf Classic in Australia with a 7-stroke winning edge. It was a 1-2 finish for the Philippines as Cosco Oben finished second to Cantada in the 208 and the 208-man field made up of the best junior golfers from New Zealand and Australia. Cantada and Oben were the only entries of the Philippines sent by the Philippine Junior Golf Development Association. Our congratulations.
Well, there was never any doubt in my mind. You know, he's a 2-time Asian champion, and Gerard has played very well. Good drive there by Russell. Slick move.
Very slick.
You could use that portion.
Queenan
On a big gap there. Abe trying to get some help defense because he has 3 personal fouls. He can only do so much, no?
And Queenan has gone on to score 20 points. Here's Russell. Looking for Alan Kaidic constantly. Provides the pick. 3-point shot. Ear ball.
Queenan was there to distract. He switched off and put up his hands.
Añejo engineering a comeback here. Queenan one more time. He just did not give up. Romiang with his 3rd personal foul.
Padim Israel seeing action for the first time, replacing Abe King.
Darren Queenan on the line. Completes the 3-point play. And it's down to a 4-point lead. Presto has scored only 10 points in this quarter. Compared to Añejo's 23. Almost slipped, but
What a driving play there by Romiang. Unexpected by the opponents.
Strong move by Dante Gonzalo. Padim Israel plucks it and controls it. A foul off the arm. Could be Gonzalo.
Foul, Gonzalo.
Yes, it is. Number 2. Ang is replaced by Cristobal in the Presto ice cream lineup. 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this first half. By Cristobal. Number 7, mirroring number 7 there. Walker Russell. 13 on the shot clock. 1 fake, 1 shuffle. No basket. Armand.
Side step there, they couldn't get it.
Cristobal. Side steps also.
Oh, great move there by Cristobal.
First field goal by Cristobal. Padim Israel calling Jaworski at the midcourt line.
Foul, Israel.
And that will send Jaworski to the stripe for a pair. Jaworski has averaged only 7 points so far in 5 games. Big comeback by the 65ers in the quarter.
That free throw misses have hurt them in this comeback. Jaworski, Philip Cesar, 2 by Harmon Cordillera.
Jaworski has averaged only 38% prior to this game, 5 out of 13 from the stripe. By Cristobal. Over to Victorino. Walker Russell.
Cristobal literally rolled himself out of the three-point area.
And a foul is collected inside.
Foul, Queenan.
Darren Queenan with his second personal foul, and that will send Walker Russell to the stripe.
We have 3:38 left here in the second quarter. Going to be a long one because of the penalty situation getting into effect early. Chito Loizaga seeing action for the first time in this ball game, coming in for Philip Cesar.
Walker Russell has averaged 9.8 rebounds and 8 assists per ball game, aside from his 35 points. He stared at the people who were kidding him under the basket. Scored it nonetheless 55-47 with 3.5 to play. Jaworski. Dante. Russell. All power of that rebound. Alan Kaidic sees an opening. Armand Cordillera rifles it to Jaworski.
You see 2 points here off the glass. But Queenan again intimidated Kaidic in that play. And Kaidic had to throw up a left-handed hook shot, which was sort of bothered by Queenan's defense.
Here's Russell.
Asking for isolation here. But his teammates are stepping into the lane. That's why he can't drive quickly. He has to throw up an outside shot, and he misses.
It lands into the hands of the 65ers, who are on an uprising here. Jaworski.
Good pass there by Queenan. Did not force the jumper. Found the open man underneath the basket, and the lead has been chopped down to 4 with 2:33.
Yes, from a high of 19 points, Andy.
Reminiscent of the first game.
Oh, yes, sir. Russell sees daylight. Jaworski asking his players on the floor, no help. Chito from three-point country. Gets it back. Scores!
Well, that's very poor defensive rebounding there by the opposing team. Nobody really contested the play. The ball just going back to Chito Loizaga and getting a layup for himself.
That's hard. The three-point shooter getting its own rebound.
That's going to be a foul on Queenan. That's going to be his third. And they are in penalty, so Russell going to the 15-foot line.
It's a 4-point lead by Presto with a minute and 57 seconds left.
Russell is just using his muscle the way he did against McLean.
Like the rhyme, Dr. J. And has a lot of hustle as well. You know, Russell is playing a game with those people under the basket who are taunting him.
Well, you know, you see that in the NBA games when you go to the forum or anywhere else when you're shooting foul shots and you belong to the opposing team. People are bothering you underneath.
Remember the way they tried to distract Jabbar on the Boston Garden? Jaworski, three-point shot. Gonzalo.
A lot of offensive rebounds now being given up by Presto, which they really shut off Añejo in the first quarter. Fatigue factor on some of the key players working now.
Russell. Tipsy-do. No. Foul.
Foul, Loizaga.
Chito Loizaga gets his first personal foul.
Russell talking to the referee again. Adim Israel has to push him off to cool him down.
And Victorino is on the stripe. He's averaged only 59% from there. Free throws are hurting both sides.
Well, you know, there is the factor of the pressure and the crowd taking over also at this point. Victorino splits his charities. We have a minute and 33 left in this second quarter. A big comeback by Añejo, but Presto hanging on to the lead.
Crowd very much into this ball game. As you are out there. Jaworski.
Padim really hounding Queenan there. There's going to be a pushing foul on Padim, which will nullify that shot of Queenan. but he'll go to the 15-foot line.
Foul, Israel.
Vadim Israel guilty of that foul. Number 2 on Federico Israel.
23 points here for Queenan.
Willie Marshall really hopeless today, huh? Our official scorer. It's a 60-56 affair. Queenan trims it down even further to 3 points. Cristobal. Alan. Victorino. He'll take it. Queenan. It's just a 3-point ball game. Jaworski has it. Under a minute to play. Chito. Harmon. No, sir. Manny Victorino. Alan Kaidic. Drops it inside. What a great pass.
Yes, a good setup play there by Alan Kaidic.
Lead it back to 5 points. They're trying to go to Queenan. Gonzalgo can't get it to him. Jaworski against Cristobal. One-hander!
21 seconds left. Enough time for Presto to set up for the last shot. They're just on top by 3 at this point. And Russell walks down with the ball slowly.
Which is the wise thing to do at this point. Russell with a twirl.
Hand check called against Harmon Cordillera.
Foul, Cordillera.
That's number 3 on Harmon. And that will send Walker Russell to the stripe. So far in the contest, total of 13 points, 6 rebounds. Make that 14 for him.
Only 4 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Bingo.
Launches an 80-footer.
Away. Don't go away. This is shaping up to be another classic encounter. That's our score. We'll be right back.
So lamang po kami ng 5 at the half, 64-59. It's another high-scoring game. Ganyan po ang style ng laro nung araw eh. At magandang start namin dito. Anchored on our import na si Walker Russell. Talagang napakagaling po nitong import na to. Ex-NBA player siya. And nag-grab off po yun sa aming mga teammates niya. At ako po specifically, nasi-set up po talaga nila ako ng maayos. Kaya nakascore ako ng 26 points nung first quarter pa lang. Kaya lumamang kami as high as 19 points. Kaya lang pagdating ng second quarter, nakahabol, naka-regroup yung Añejo. Kaya humabol sila. Naging 5 points lang at the end of the half. Ang ganda rin ang nilalaro ni Darren Queenan, yung kanilang import. At saka po, humigpit na yung depensa ng Añejo sa second half, lalo na sa akin. Talagang markman na uli ako nung second quarter. So ito po, panoorin natin itong second half. Tingnan natin kung ano magiging result ng game.
Abe King and Manny Victorino.
Russell working in the backcourt with Cristobal. Abe King and Manny Victorino, both 3 fouls apiece. And Kaidic still in there, fresh as a daisy.
There's Manny Victorino. Barging through. Chito stood his ground, but Victorino would not be denied.
Kaidic kept the ball alive, got the ball into the hands of Victorino for the easy 2 points. So back to a 7-point lead now being enjoyed by the Presto ice cream makers.
As we pointed out, the biggest lead of Presto was at 19.
Hustle there on the part of Gonzalgo keeps the ball alive for Añejo. Queenan trying to make a getaway, and Joey Loizaga fumbles.
Ended up juggling the basketball.
Joey has not had a good game at all here. He played very poorly in the first quarter. You know, he had to play the point guard position, which is quite difficult for him to adjust because he's a shooter. No? Instead of distributing the ball, there's a getaway there by Cristobal.
Baseline jumper, Victorino, and he hits 2 in a row.
Yes. Cristobal down on the floor, got an elbow in his neck.
He's still on the other side of the floor. Anyway, action will continue.
It's a 5-on-4 situation.
Gonzalgo pulls up,
makes the basket,
and we're going to have a timeout by Cristobal holding on to his chest. Injury timeout.
30 seconds injury timeout. Presto Ice Cream.
And LaSalle will get together for Flashback 60s March 31. Let's do that right. March 31, 7 p.m. at the LaSalle Green Hills Gym. Get your tickets at Doña Nena's, Faces, Bistro RJ, and Tito Dance Club. Brought to you by San Miguel Beer. Action continues. Victorino. Cristobal. I heard Victorino say, counted, 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 and it is.
Blocking foul called against Joey
Foul
Loizaga.
40, Loizaga.
So a possible 3-point opportunity here for Cristobal.
Has 4 points in the contest.
Ball very fickle at this point.
Oh, yes, sir.
Completes a 3-point play. So back to a 10-point lead now for the Presto Ice Cream makers.
Chito Loizaga orchestrating. They go to Dante Gonzalgo. Tried to circle around 2 picks. Here's Darren Queenan. Queenan from the 15-foot line. Long rebound, ending up in Queenan's hands.
3-point shot.
Still nothing, and Russell takes it away from Gonzalgo. 3 on 4. Russell slows down. Wants isolation again. Hooks it inside to Victorino.
Easy 2 points as they didn't switch off. Joey Loizaga continued to guard, and there's a bad pass by Joey Loizaga to Dante Gonzalgo. That's a 12-point lead right away for the Presto Ice Cream makers.
And a worried look on the face of the playing coach of Añejo RUM.
Again, there seems to be no leader on the court, you know. That's why, despite the fact that he had 3 fouls there, he had to play.
There's Alan Kaidic, who has been the recipient of a good number of assist passes from Russell. And a foul.
Foul Gonzalgo.
That's Dante Gonzalgo's 3rd personal foul.
14, Loizaga.
Joey Loizaga will make an exit as Rudy Destrito, the destroyer, is in harness. Pass inside to Victorino. Knocked away, staying with the Presto Ice Cream makers. Victorino has hit 6 points already in this quarter of his 13. Kaidic shot. No! And there's going to be an Abe King foul.
That's his 4th.
Foul King.
And that will be Presto's 1st team foul compared to Añejo's 2. 9:47 left to play. 3rd quarter. Chito. Ball ended up on his foot. Lost control. Recovers. Foul.
Chito talking a little bit there with
Russell.
Russell not biting this time.
Trying to psy-war, as they call it. Eyeball to eyeball, psychological warfare.
Waiting for the other guy to blink. Here's Queenan in the corner. Destrito
Finds the opening.
issues it to Gonzalgo. Nothing there. Russell is there. Abe King picks up speed.
And loses the handle on that play.
Shouting a play called Ice Cream.
Well, it befits their club. Presto Ice Cream makers post up play for Victorino, who muscles his way in there against Keenan. Overshot the hoop.
Got the foul instead.
From Chito Loizaga.
Foul Loizaga.
2nd personal on Chito Loizaga. Añejo's 3rd team foul. So
The pace is being lost by Añejo at the start of the 3rd quarter. Victorino has taken command, and Añejo has come up with poor play executions.
yes.
Victorino, however, missing this free throw, and Cesar coming in for
Loizaga.
Chito Loizaga. It's a tap from Sonny Jaworski.
Manny Victorino back home. His original club.
Violation called against the Añejo squad, so Victorino gets another free throw.
Another try for Manny Victorino. Gets it this time. Our score stands at 74-61. Cesar, set shot.
Set up for that play. He had about a second and a half to aim. and make that basket, but a good substitution off the bench because Philip responds quickly.
Here's Abe King. Cristobal, Kaidic, Manny Victorino. Cesar covering King off the cut. Victorino, ball knocked away, and a foul against Victorino.
That's also gonna be his fourth personal foul. So he and Abe King both in foul trouble here in the third quarter. And those tower of power is gonna hurt them, with those free throws, with those fouls that have been called against them.
Yes, sir.
Good drive there for Distrito.
And Queenan gets it inside.
That's a good pick and roll because he rolled after the drive-in play for Distrito and got an offensive rebound for the easy 2 points.
Into the high post. Russell from long distance rings the bell.
Very nice outside shot. He reminds you a lot of his movements, the way Rob Williams used to play for Tanduay, remember?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's the kind of shot he shoots. Of course, Rob is, a little bit more exciting and can really hit those kind of shots, both from 2-point and 3-point territory.
Even dances after connecting on a 3-point shot. Distrito.
Distrito with a power play, and he really loves to go to his left a lot. You cannot give that to him, no?
Off to Russell. Quick basket.
Not too much defense being shown here. Distrito, as a matter of fact, after that pick, Abe did not switch off, so you can see the same thing happening on the other end.
Queenan. Añejo fans have been taken out of the ball game once more. Russell.
There's going to be a deliberate foul called on Distrito after Russell passed off to Abe King.
Referee Ernie De Leon approaching the scoring table to make it
Deliberate
clear.
foul, Distrito.
There it
Warning
is.
on Distrito.
Plus a warning.
Cristobal.
Okay, here's Willie Generalao seeing action for the first time. Pulling out Cristobal.
Victorino.
And Saldi Rialubit pulls out Victorino, who moves out after scoring 7 points in this third quarter out of his total of 14. Meanwhile, Walker Russell short on the first try.
Lost his concentration.
Yes. Somebody got into his jersey that time. Hits the second one. 7:29 to play, third quarter.
It's a 12-point lead being enjoyed by Presto.
Distrito. Darren Queenan. Switch over by Rialubit.
He still got it. Good break for him there. Good bounce. Double team there, clamped by Abe King and Rialubit against Darren Queenan,
who now has 29 points. Russell. Watching him closely. The scholar. Can't shake him off. Russell shoots, won't go.
Oh, that's traveling. I thought the referees wouldn't catch that. He made a complete spin, lifted his pivot foot.
So it's a 10-point lead enjoyed by Presto with 6 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third canto. Distrito shouting out the instructions. I will go through.
Distrito breathing some life into this team. They need a spark plug at this point. No? The other guards, except for Jaworski, have not really sparked them. And I think that's the reason why Sonny Gambos with Distrito playing, although he has not been playing well in this conference.
Here's Cesar. Cesar gliding in gently, dropping it to Harmon, who gently puts it, but missed it. And Abe King had not established position inside. Galing Salabas.
Yes. Harmon apologizing. He had a layup, but he took his fancy in that play. Still an 8-point lead being enjoyed by Presto. 6:22 left here in this third quarter.
Dante. Bingo. 6-point Presto advantage with 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. We're in the third. Over now to Walker Russell. Rifles it into King. Surprised with a pass. And here comes the Añejo. Distrito. Throwing all caution to the wind, but did not get the bucket. Russell leading a 4-on-2. Traveling. We have this ceasefire.
Presto ice cream.
Place like hers belongs at the party place. Jesus. Back to the action. 6-point Presto lead. 5:34 remaining. Cesar.
And Russell challenging Philip to shoot that shot. He had all day to set it up. Still a 6-point lead with 5:25 left here in this third quarter. It lacked the excitement of the first and second quarter where they both went full steam, no?
But has the momentum shifted to any side?
Not at this point. For a while there, Presto had it with Victorino's conversions there, but when he picked up his fourth foul, had to be relieved, you know. Añejo slowly came back.
81-73, exactly 5 minutes remaining, as you can see on your screens. Gonzalgo. Armand Cordillera. Still nothing.
Perfect execution, but the shot was just poor.
He has missed a couple of those layups. Russell. Here's Saldi. Too strong. And Armand touched it last. Four and 36 remaining. Sonny Jaworski tapping Mamaril.
Director, pagod na yan. Looks like Harmon's really tired.
Alan.
Yes. 33 points, his first 2 points in the second half.
He shot it almost nonchalantly.
Back to a 10-point lead now for the Presto Ice Cream makers. Russell really challenging Philip to shoot that one from 3-point territory, but Russell, they're staying in the blue paint.
Alan Kaidic reaching for the sky.
Kaidic.
First on the trigger man.
Both of the teams have 14 fouls apiece. We only have 4:12 left here in the third quarter.
All timeouts were called in the first game. So we have quite an extended version here. We're still in the third quarter of play. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left to play. King looking for the leather. Alan Kaidic. Wiley Willie to Russell.
Yes, sir. 2-point shot there by Russell. Back to a 12-point lead.
And it's 22 points already for Walker Russell. 85-73. Presto in front. Cesar with a twirl.
Asking for the post-up play as he realizes Russell has not been really defending him that close.
Philip Cesar already with 7 points. A very quiet 7 points. Henry tries a shuffle against Distrito. Kaidic, 3-point shot. Little short. Distrito to Gonzalgo. To the cutting Queenan. Cesar nearly erased from the picture there. Kaidic off the run.
Yes, sir. Distrito giving up the foul, but Kaidic is down.
And Russell says, come on, man, I need a shooter. Get up.
Oh, Kaidic might say, that pull me up. I want to rest a little bit, you know. It's a hard foul.
We're going to have this timeout.
Timeout, Añejo RUM 65. Distrito.
Welcome back. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Distrito has just been pulled out, I do believe, by Sonny Jaworski. And on the line, we're going to have Alan Kaidic
going for a 3-point play.
There he is. He completes it.
He showed his defensive prowess.
Algo meanwhile won't make it. And Saldi Realobit clings on to the basketball. Russell with 22 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Santos. Russell, 3-point shot. Short. Santos. Goes to Generalao. 3-point shot. Third time around. And finally, Mamaril said, enough is enough.
He used his height advantage there. Prevented another offensive rebound by Russell, who was contesting it. There's going to be a blocking foul called on Santos.
That is going to be 4 on Santos. So the big men collecting 4 personal fouls each. Victorino has 4, King has 4, Santos has 4. Meanwhile, Ang is back in the ball game. Cesar halts, goes to the big J. To to Mamaril. Puts it up. Off.
Gonzalo getting the offensive rebound.
It's an 11-point ball game. Presto is in front. Saldi Realubit working against Mamaril. That's going to be a foul.
Got him on the arm.
16 fouls against Añejo. Mamaril's third personal foul. So here's Saldi Realubit, 6'5", born in February 18 rather, 1967, in Nasipit, Agusan del Norte. So far, 5 points in the ball game.
He's been splitting his charities in this ball game.
Yes.
Usually making the second one. Back to a 12-point lead. That lead was only 5 at the end of the first half. But Presto has erected a 12-point lead right now.
Here's Jaworski. Añejo struggling for survival in this ball game. Mamaril sinks it.
Good setup play there as everybody tried going to the double team. 1:27 left here.
And here's Alan Kaidic. Ball knocked away by Gonzalo. Recovered by Alan. 12 on the shot clock. Romy Ang being egged on to shoot by Jaworski to make his move. Nowhere to go. 4 on the shot clock. Looks like a 3-second violation.
Yes, called against Saldi Realubit, who was waiting for his teammates to throw it up.
Shoot now. Nobody did. 10-point lead.
A minute and 11 left.
That's the story on the import matchup. Gonzalo. Illegal defense.
Warning on Presto ice cream. Russell for illegal defense.
Sideline inbound by Jaworski. Under a minute to play. Cross court. Cesar takes it.
Was good block there by Realubit, but you see, after the utterance of disbelief, he comes up with his arms raised.
Second foul by Saldi Realubit. And that will send Philip Cesar to the line. Here's that play again. Cesar with 8 points already. Down to an 8-point lead. Ang shouting out the play. They wanted to go to Alan. They get it to him now. Gonzalo is on him. Alan hops inside. Missed it. Ang is underneath. Difficult shot. Won't get it. Saldi.
Well, Realubit is a master at offensive rebound. He will not stop trying.
He comes from out of nowhere to just pluck those rebounds. Kaidic will get a rest. And here's Totoy Marquez. Kaidic's production, total of 36 points. Realubit is hoping that he can both charities this time. Gonzalo now moves out. Isaac back in the ball game.
Well, yes, with 4 personal fouls, Gonzalo has to leave, Seb, because he's a very important player, and this ball game is just in the third quarter at this point.
He still splits his charities,
one way or the other. So the pace of the tempo, the pace of the game has really been very slow in this third quarter. They really need, both of the teams really need Spitfire for Presto to put the game out of the fridge, for Jaworski's team to be able to come back here.
Distrito was on the verge of igniting his squad. However, Presto has been able to douse water on those rallies.
Last touch there on Walker Russell with 7 seconds left, enough time to set up a play.
And they will set it up. Cesar was asking Jaworski who will make the inbound. And they've decided it will be the playing coach. Meanwhile, locked in a tender embrace is Philip Cesar and Walker Russell. Isaac Yellow got a piece of it. Queenan. And a foul with a second remaining.
Foul, Russell.
That's Russell's fourth. Look at it.
What, me?
Queenan is on the stripe.
And short in the first. He's gone cold here in the third quarter. Only 4 points in this third quarter.
Ice cold.
Full team there immediately on Queenan as he cannot make that quick turn, you know. He has to stop when he poses up and go for the jump shot instead of diving straight to the hoop.
Santos trying to back up. Forced to pass out to Russell. Shoots from right of the key. Won't go. Jaworski has it.
Almost lost it too.
Picked up by Mamaril. Jaworski wraparound move. Looking for a cutter. Nobody moving.
Just a one-side part of the game, no? There's another foul called on Santos, I think. That'll be his fifth.
Foul, Marquez.
Marquez, I'm sorry. That'll only be his second personal foul. And the first team foul called in this fourth quarter. No scores in this fourth quarter at this point.
Here's Jaworski. Marquez sticking to him like glue. Queenan pulls up. It would not have counted. Foul prior to the shot. Foul on Santos. That's number 5.
Foul, Santos.
Second team foul charged against Presto. That's the scoring by the periods, by quarters.
Santos.
So Santos moves out. King will be playing with 4 personal fouls. Cesar accepts the inbound.
Good pass. They need more plays like that, you know.
Just can't be standing around waiting for things to happen.
Russell being pushed off by Philip in this play.
Cesar.
Foul, Cesar.
That's going to be 3 against Councilor Philip Cesar.
As a matter of fact, you're right.
And that's going to be number 4.
He bit into the fake, got up into the air.
Foul, Cesar.
That will send Russell to the stripe. Both Añejo and Presto have 2 team fouls. Walker Russell has contributed in almost every department. He has a triple-double going for him. I think that's the first triple-double of the season. Second, in.
I think the easiest thing for Walker Russell is to get double figures in scoring and assists. Then he has to worry about his rebounds later on. Because he can really pass the ball.
Inside, Isaac. What a shot, but no way. Long shot won't go. Here's Saudi in a jam. Offensive foul. Number 3 on the rookie.
Offensive foul, Yalubi.
10 minutes, 26 seconds remaining. 94-85. Story on rebounds, third quarter on your screens. Jaworski. Queenan.
Oh! Opportunity to dunk and he missed it. And that's frustration there.
And Queenan's expression is a testimony to that.
But you have to wake up from that, you know. You cannot let that bother you. The game is not over. You just have to worry how the game proceeds. But he has had a very listless second half.
Only 4 points in that third quarter.
Miss a layup and miss 2 free throws. Philip, realizing that they had the defensive rebound, started to run and was really waiting for the outlet pass.
As early as when Mamaril got it. But they ran that quite efficiently, making it 94-87. Just a 7-point distance between the two squads. 9.5 to play. Romy Young goes through, off a runner, air ball, and Queenan hopping on 1 foot, a loose ball foul.
Romy Ang climbing on top of Queenan in that play after the miss, and quickly replaced here by Cristobal.
Moves out after committing his 4th personal foul.
We don't see Marty Saldana. No, he did not see action, so he must be out of commission today. And Will Henry Lau, the other small guard, used sparingly in this ball game.
Cesar backing up. Takes a crack. Won't go off the glass. And a lot of bodies banging and arms flying. We have contact. Leo Isaac. That's 4 on Leo. Right after this game, don't go away. Don't switch channels. Houston Knights coming up on People's Television 4. 9:10 to play. Abe King gets Queenan jumping up and down and gets the foul. That'll be 4. Jaworski giving instructions to Queenan.
Both of the imports have 4 personal fouls apiece. Abe with only 2 points in this ball game. A 7-point lead being enjoyed by Presto. 9:02 left in the ball game. Makes the first free throw.
Yes. That's a total of 4 for Abe King. The pattern of Añejo's game has hardly changed. In the 3rd quarter, they were explosive in the 2nd, had a minor uprising with Distrito in the 3rd, but still no change. Russell.
Oh, difficult shot there by Russell.
Simply scored it. 26 points. Queenan, triple team on him. Defies it.
That's his first field goal here in the 4th quarter.
Struggling with 31 points after scoring 25 in the first half. It's only 6 here. Russell gets Cesar away from the picture.
Russell really taking charge in this ball game.
Yes. Has made the game go the way he wanted it. Jaworski in 3-point land. Añejo will have to start making his move now. Isaac.
Another penetration by Isaac, but he's really been rejected. There are only 6 seconds left in the shot clock for Añejo to complete the play.
What a rejection. Let's complete this before we go into this timeout.
Timeout, Añejo RUM 65.
They go to Cesar. He'll take it.
He has to shoot that. Whether he made it or not, he had to shoot it. He knew there was no time to pass the ball around at that point.
9-point ball game. Presto in front. Only time Añejo led. First 2 points of the ball game and 2-0.
Compliments of Mamaril, I think.
Yes. Abe King. Jaworski bats it away. They have 5 on the shot clock. Drop inside to Manny Victorino's back inside. Nothing. Picked up by Marquez. No.
If he had done it, he would have done it.
Yes, sir.
He did beat the buzzer coming in with that shot of his, but it just didn't go in.
Gonzalgo across the timeline into the hands of Queenan. Queenan lost it. No screens, Andy, at all.
Well, it's a good play. It's a good one-on-one play, but you know, Presto really realizing that when he's going to drive in, sends other white men into the blue paint to force the movement of Queenan into another way. Philip giving up a foul. That's going to be his 5th.
Tom Cesar.
And that's going to be Añejo's 15th foul.
Compared to 4 for the Presto ice cream makers.
6:57 remaining here in this 4th and final quarter. If you just joined us, Alaska winning earlier tonight against Pure Foods, an escape act, 131-129. Russell, nothing off the layup. Victorino plucks the rebound, pull away, won't go. King with a big rebound, no success. Here's Jaworski, trying to ignite his ball club. Mamaril.
They needed that shot very badly.
Yes. Into the hands of Victorino. Great pass. And Russell threw a clenched fist into the air. He was delighted with that play.
Añejo's running game has been non-existent also here in the second half. They did not score any fast break points in the third quarter at all.
Illegal D. Technical.
Technical foul, Presto Ice Cream. Russell for illegal defense.
Chito Loizaga will be sent back in. Mamaril moves out. On Thursday, March 30, join us for our twin bill, Presto against Formula Shell at 5 o'clock. San Miguel versus Añejo RUM at 7:20. Joe and Waki will be here. Ten-point gain. Presto is in front. Off to Jaworski. 3 on the way.
So he scored 4 points, including that technical free throw. That really sparked him up also as he realizes Russell's giving him that shot, you know.
Let's see if that will change the fortunes of Añejo. King went up without the ball. There's a foul from behind.
See, those are good calls, no? But the point is the referees are late to the calls in this ball game. There's really a push from behind, but the calls have been coming in late in several instances in this ball game. It's a set-up job there by Cristobal. He knew all along what was going to happen.
And King moves to the stripe for a pair.
A lot of body English there.
Won't change a thing.
Split.
So far, King with 5 rebounds. Cesar. Chito. Queenan fighting for it. Goes through. And it looks like King.
Foul, King.
Watch this again. 5 on King.
Queenan must want at this point to know how to win, you know. He's trying hard. No? Maybe the pressure is also getting to him. No? Missing those important free throws. Missed 3 already in the second half.
We have a timeout, Andy. We'll be back.
Timeout, Presto Ice Cream.
To 95. Presto in front. Second throw is up and in.
7-point lead being enjoyed by the Presto Ice Cream makers. Again, Russell slowing down the pace of the ball game. Philip can only offer talk and resistance with 5 personal fouls, but the double team is clumped.
Here's Cristobal.
Gonna make the adjustments.
They have 6 on the shot clock. King is there against Jaworski
And shoots it off the glass.
7 points by King. Has scored twice off the offensive glass.
Glides in that play.
Very gently, very gracefully.
450.
We were about to say the same thing. Knock, knock for you. Good luck for you, Kaidic. Nothing. Victorino. Cristobal all day to shoot.
See, they're being killed by offensive rebounding. They don't have a very tall lineup.
So panalo kami guys dito sa game na to, although hindi po namin i-save yung last part of the video. Medyo na-corrupt na po siya dahil medyo luma na. Parang lumakat po yung tape, lamang kami ng 8 points. And kung mapapansin nyo dito, na napakaganda na yung laro ng import namin. Very consistent siya. Si Walker Russell, nag-triple-double siya. And medyo na-limit namin at some point ng second half si Darren Queenan. Kaya po kami nanalo dito sa game na to. But kung mapapansin nyo, talagang nando po yung never say die spirit ng Añejo. Kahit na lamangan namin ng 19 points ng first half, humabol sila, dumikit yung laban, kaya lang kinapos sila sa bandang huli. So yun, sana po kahit na na-corrupt yung last part, nag-enjoy kayo dito sa video na pinakita ko sa inyo. So maraming salamat sa suporta and see you po sa next video.